Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Cage Play 3, Killer Thermodrome by Half-Baked Lunatic, aka David Workman. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill the entire grid with the digits 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or not designated 9-cell region, in this case a box. Digits in cages sum to the number in the corner if given, and digits do not repeat within these cages. So, for example, these 3 digits must sum to 21, these 3 must sum to 21, these 2 must sum to 16, these 2 must sum to 15, etc., etc. So, for example, you could have something like 2, 8, and 9 here, and that would satisfy this cage because 2, 8, and 9 all add up to 19. And that's how these are killer cages. That's how killer cages work. And that's for all cages. So if they do not have a sum in the corner, we don't know what the sum is, but you cannot have repeats in cages. Remember that. For all cages with a cell on the Thermodrome, cage sums increase from the bulb end. And for all cages with a cell on the Thermodrome, so the Thermodrome is this, right? It's a thermometer, which I guess there are 2 thermometers, which go from the bulb to the tip. And cage sums increase from the bulb end. So the cage sum of this cage is less than the cage sum of this cage and the cage sum of this cage, etc., etc. So you could have something like 9 and 2, 6 here, and that would be valid because this cage must be greater than this cage, right? Because it's further along from the bulb to the tip on the thermometer. We also have, for all cages with the cell on the Thermodrome, cage sums read the same forward or backwards, with the bulb being the center sum. I see, okay. Okay, that was confusing for a little bit, but basically, along the Thermodrome, yeah, the way that I would put it is that the cage sums starting from the bulb to the tip must be the same for the order that they're in, right? So that means this cage sum of this must equal the cage sum of that digit, I think, or this cage, essentially. So the cage sum of this equals the cage sum of this. Does that work? Yes, that does work. Okay. And the cage sum of this must equal the cage sum of this. The cage sum of this must equal the cage sum of this, etc., etc., right? And these cage sum must equal the cage sum of this. This cage sum here must equal the cage sum here. And that's all that it means for along this. It was kind of weird because I was like, does that mean it has to be, like, the cage sums have to be 11 or something like that? But I think what it means is that this cage sum must equal the same as this cage sum. This cage sum must equal the same as this cage sum, etc., etc., right? So for every cell that's on the Thermodrome, it has a matching cell, which is on the other side, right? With the bulb being the center sum, right? So, right. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me pause just to make sure that's the correct interpretation. I'm going to pause for a little bit. Okay, I'm back. There's nothing about that, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct interpretation, which is basically the sum of this cage is equal to the sum of this cage. The sum of this cage is equal to the sum of this cage. The sum of this cage is equal to the sum of this cage. And the sum of each of these cages along this thermodrome must be increasing for the cage sums. So the sum of this is greater than the sum of this. The sum of this is greater than the sum of that, etc., etc. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay, so this is almost certainly a 9. If we have 8 and 8 here, and this is less than, the caged sum is less than that, that would be 7. So that would be 8 and 8, which is 16, plus 7, which is 23. 23 plus 19 is only 42. So this cannot be 8. This has to be 9. This must sum to 9. So this is 18 here, which means this adds up to 19. 19 plus 18 is 37. 45 minus 37 is 8. So this adds up to 8. This adds up to 9. And this is 19. So the possibilities here are 8 has to be here because 8 can never add up with another digit to add up to 8. Can't add up with 2 other digits to add up to 9. So 8 has to be here. There, and this must be a 7-9 pair here. Well, here we have 3 digits adding up to 21. It's either 489, 579, or 678. And the problem here is this cannot be 7 or 9 because of the 7-9 pair in the column. So it's either 489. It cannot be 579 because it would require 2 digits from 7, 2 digits from 7 or 9, and that would eliminate all possibilities here. Or it's 6-8. So either way, 8 is here. This is 7-9. This is 4-8-9 or 6-8-7. This is 6-7-8-9. 8 cannot be here, so 8 cannot be here, which means this can't be 7 here. Again, this is 4-8-9, 5-7-9, or 6-7-8. 9 cannot be here. This cannot be 5, because if there were 5, this would have to be a 7-9 pair, which would eliminate all possibilities for that cell. So this can't be 5. So this adds up to 8 here. This is 9. This is a 1-3 pair here. This is an 8-9 pair here, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the column. So for this cage, we cannot have an 8-9 here. Well, we need a 9 guaranteed in this cage, right? Because 3 digits adding up to 22 is either 5-8-9 or 6-7-9. Well, it actually has to be 6-7-9 because it can't have a 5. Therefore, this is 9 here, and this is a 6-7 pair. That leaves this as 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 cannot be here. 1 cannot be here. 2 could only be with 8 and 9, but we can't have a 9 in the box, so this can't be 2. 3 can only be with 7 and 9, and we can't have an 8 in the, we can't have a 9 in that box. So this must be 4, which means 4 cannot be here. 1, 2, or 3 is with 5, 6, or 7 here. 4 has to be with 7 and 8 to add up to 19. So this is 4, 7, and 8, which eliminates 7 and 8 in the rest of the row. This can't be 7. This is 9, which makes this a 7. This can't be 7 or 9, so this is 6, which makes that a 9. This cannot be 6, 7, 8 here. So it's either 4, 5, 9, or 5, 7, 9. Either way, there's a 9 here, so 9 cannot be here. This 9 eliminates 9 here. So this is 7, which forces this to be a 6-8 pair. This 7 eliminates 7 here. It can't be 1. This must be either 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5. And 2 has to be one of these two digits. So either this is 2, 6. Well, this 7 eliminates 7 here. So where is the 9? Again, it cannot be 6, 7, 8, so this is 4, 8, 9 or 5, 7, 9. Either way, the 9 has to be here. Okay. This 7 eliminates 7 here. It's 6, that's 7. This must be either 1 and 6, or it's... So if it's 2, 1, 6, this is 2, and this is 1, 6. Or it could be any of 1, 3, 5 here. What are the remaining digits in row 3? It's 1, 2, 3, 5. This can't be 3, though, because of this 3. This has to be greater than 9. This also has to be greater than 9. What are the remaining digits in box 1? It's 1 through 5. Which means 3 cannot be here. 3 has to be one of these 3. So 3, this is also what are the remaining digits in column 1? It's 1 through 5, but this can't be 3 here, and this can't be 5 here. These 2 digits must be the same as these 5 digits summed up. So this is at least 6 and 9. And it could be up to 8 and 9. It cannot be any other combination because it requires a 9 either way. And 9 cannot be here. So this is 6 or 8. Therefore, this has to be 9 here. Because 6 and 8 by themselves only add up to 14. And this sums to at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 15. So this is 9, this is 9, this is 9. This is at least 15, which forces this to be at least 16. That's interesting. So that means... What are the remaining digits in row 4? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 8. This is at least 10. This then, right, this is at least 10, this is at least 10. So this has to be at least 11. So it cannot be 1 and 2. It has to be 8 with 3, 8 with 4, or 8 with 5. And it cannot be without an 8 because at minimum that would be 4 and 5, which is 9, which is not greater than this cage sum there. So this cannot be 8 anywhere here. The sum of this 5-cell cage is either 15 or 17. 17, you can go up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 as the largest digit. So this is at least 7. But this can't be 3 or 7 here. Or, so it has to be at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Either way, it needs to have 1, 2, and 3 here. So all of these must contain 1, 2, or 3. And then 3 must be here, which means this cannot be 1, 2, or 3. This is 4, 5. It can't be 5 or 9. 4, 6, 7, or 8 here for this specific cell. This must be at least 10. So 1 cannot be here. It could be 2 and 8, 3, 7, up to 5, 7. So it can't be anything less. If it were 5, well, no, okay, this, right, this cannot be 4, 7, or 8. So this has to be 7 or 8 here. Since this is 7 or 8 here, and this one of these two digits is 7 or 8, right? It's 4, 8, or 5, 7 for the other two digits. That means you cannot have 7 or 8 in the rest of the box. So this can't be 7. This can't be 7 or 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can't be 6. So this can never be 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. This is either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, adding up to 15, or 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, adding up to 17. Because you cannot have a 7 anywhere along here. This can't be 6 either. So if there's a 6, it's here. If this is 6, then... Well, okay, that had to be 18. Right, these can't be 3 because of the 3 in the box. We have a 1, 2, 4, 5 triplet, which eliminates 1, 2, 4, 5 in the rest of the box. So this is a 6, 8 as a possibility. Okay. If this were 8, can this ever be larger? I guess it could, right? It could be 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 20. So that's possible. We actually have a whole bunch of information now, too. What do we have here? What is the sum of these digits here? We have 1, 2, or not the sum. What are the possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. 7 can't be here. 3 can't be here. 8 is one of these two. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. This adds up to either 11, 12, or 13 here. If this is 5 here, this would have to be at least with 7, so that's 12. But the problem is, this would not be greater than this sum, right? Because 5 can't be here. This is at best 4 and 8, which is 12. So 5 can never be here. 3 has to be one of these 3 digits. This can't be 1 or 3. This can't be 1 or 3. These 4 digits add up to at most 13. So this can never get to 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 8 adds up to a minimum of 14. So this could never be 8 here. Therefore, in box 5, 8 has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 8. This is 7, which makes that an 8. What are the remaining digits in box 5? We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 2, 4, 5, 6 here. Okay, so this has to contain a 1 and a 3 in column 4 in this box. That eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of box 5. So this, sorry, cage here. It also eliminates 1, 3 in the rest of the cage. So this is not 1. This can't be 3. This is 4, 8 here. This could be 8. This could be 8. 1 and 3 is here with 2, 3, 4. 2 and 4 as the other possibility. So this is 2, 4, 8 here. And this has to be at least 11. So it cannot be 2 or 4 here. If it's 2 or 4 here, the problem is that this is 1, 2, and 3 then. Or 1, 3, and 4. Because it cannot contain 5, 6, 7, or 9. It can't contain an 8. Because again, 8 would be too large to be equal to this sum. So, and it has to be greater than this sum, which must be at least 10. So this has to be at least 11. So this is 5 here, which means none of these can be 5. Cannot be 5, which leaves 5 as here. This can't be 5 anymore. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8. That's, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 here. If this were 8, that would force this to be 6, and 16 would not be greater than 17. So this cannot be 8. This is a 6, which makes this 8. That means this sums to 18. This 8 eliminates 8 from being here. This can't be 8. And this can't be 8. Well, where is the 8 in box 4? Sorry, box 5. It has to be here. So this is 8. This cannot be 5. Therefore, this is either 11 or it's 12. Either way, you need 1 or 2 here. Since you need 1, 2, and 3, it's 1, 2, 3, and 5, which forces this to be 4. This must then be, this is 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 5 adds up to 11. So this must be 8 and 3, which forces this to be 2. This has to be at least 10. So this is 2 and 8, which forces this to be 5 and 7. There's no 2 and 5 in the rest of the box. And this can't be 2 anymore. That forms a 1, 3, 1, 3 pair, which eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of the row. So this is 5. This can't be 5. We know this adds up to 10, so this must add up to 10. Therefore, this is 2 or 4 here. 3 cannot be here or here. 5 cannot be here or here. This 4 eliminates 4 here. This 1, 2, 3 eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the column. This can't be 6. It has to add up to 15. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which eliminates 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this cell here. This is a 1, 3, 4 pair, which means 2 has to be here and 5 has to be here, which eliminates 2 and 5 in the rest of the box. This 3 eliminates 3 here. That forces this to be a 3 here. This can't be 4 because of the 4 in the row. This can't be 3 or 4, so this is 1 or 7 here. This can't be 7 because of this 7, so this is 1, which eliminates 1 here. 1 can't be here anymore. Therefore, we need a 1 here. This is a 2, 4, 5 triplet, which eliminates 2, 4, 5 in the rest of the box. So this has to be a 1, 3 pair, which eliminates 1 and 3 in the rest of that box. So this is actually in this cage, it eliminates that. So this is 4. This 5 eliminates 5 here. So that's 6 and 2, adding up to 8, which leaves this as a 1, 3, 5 triplet. 5 can't be here. This can't be 2 or 4. So this is 1 or 3. 1 or 3 is with 2 or 4 to add up to 5. This definitely adds up to 5, therefore this must add up to 5. This has to be a 5, period. Okay. It cannot have 1, 5, or 7 in the remaining digits in column 9. This 2, 4, 5 triplets eliminates 4 and 5 in the rest of the box. This is 8. This has to be a 6, 7 pair. This 1 eliminates 6, 7 pair. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's a 2. Neither of these can be 2 then. This 8 eliminates 8 here. We have a 2, 3, 4 triplet here. This can't be 2 or 4 because of the 2 or 4 in the column, so this is 5, which makes this not 5. The remaining digits in column 8 are 6, 7, 8, and 5. The rest of the digits in column 7 are 1, 6, 7, and 9. This can't be 1 because of the 1, 3 pair here. We know 2 is here. That doesn't help. This can't be 5 because of the 5 in the column. This is a 2, 6 pair, which eliminates 6 in the rest of the box and the rest of the cage. So this adds up to, what is it, 18? We have 4, 6, 7, already adds up to 17, so this must be a 1 here, which means this can't be 1. This cannot be 2 anymore here, and this can't be 1 specifically because of that 1. These 4 digits cannot contain an 8 because we don't have duplicates. And it must be greater than 18. So if this were 2, this is at most a 7 here. So 2 and 7 adds up to 9 plus 1 and 8. So this can never be 2 then. This is 3 or 4. This can never be 5 here because if this were 5, 5 and 4 at maximum, add up to 9. 9 plus 9 is 18, and we know this sum is 18, and this has to be greater than it. So this cannot be 5. We have a 6, 7, 6, 7 pair in column 8, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the column. Therefore, this can't be 6 or 7. This can't be 6 or 7. This could be 3 and 7 here, or 4 and 6. Actually, we know what this digit is. So we should be able to calculate what the remaining cage is. We know exactly how much this is. So 3 lines of digits from 1 through 9 is 45 times 3. So that's 135. 135 plus 9 is 144. So the sum of all these digits is 144 minus 1, which is 143. 143 minus 21, which is 17 plus 4. So 143 minus 21. 143 minus 21 is 122. Right? 122 right, so let me just double check. Okay, so this is, if this is 122 here. Oh wait, this is 122. Oh, that would include this. 122 plus 21 is 143. Plus 1 is 144, minus 9 is 135, right? So yeah, the sum of these, actually we know exactly how much this is. So this is 45 plus 4, 5, and 7. So that should be 122 divided by 2, which is 61. 45 plus 9 is 54, plus 7 is 61. So this is 61 for these 3 cages. That means it's an average of 20 and a third between them. And we know this gets to 18. So this has to be 19, I believe, right? Can it ever be 20? No, because then you get 21 and 22 at maximum, or sorry, at minimum, and that's already a sum of 63. So this has to be 19 added up. So the sum of these, the possibilities of these digits are 2, 4, 7, 8 in column 3. In column 4, it's 1, 2, 4, 6, and 9. 1 cannot be here, though. If this were 2, this would be a maximum of 2, 5, and 8, so that's not possible for that to be 2. If it's 2 here, that would be maximum of 2, 5, and 9, which is also not greater than 18, so this can't be 2. Where is the 2 in column 7 then? It has to be here. So this is 2, which makes this a 6. That means this can't be 6 here. So this is 19, which means this adds up to 19. Since this is 19 and this is 9, this is 10. So 19 plus 10 is 29. Plus 1 is 30. Plus 2 is 32. So that means this adds up to 45 minus 32, which is 13. So it's either 4, 9, or 5, 8 here. Okay. Then this adds up to either 20 or 21, right? No, it cannot be 21. If it were 21, the problem is 19 plus 21 adds up to 40. 61 minus 21 is also 21, and therefore the Thermodrome wouldn't be increasing cage sums. So this must be 20. This is 20. So this is 18 here. Sorry, this is 8. Since this is 20, this must be 12. So it has to be 5 and 7. So this is 5 and 7, which forces this to be 6 and 7. This 6, 7 means this is 9. This 5 forces this to be 8. 7 cannot be here anymore. This must be 6 and 4, adding up to 19. This can't be 4. This is 5 and 8, which makes this 9. This then must include a 9, and the 9 has to be here. This can't be 4, 5, so this is 3. This can't be 4, 8, so this is 7. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this is 2, this is 3. 2 and 3 plus 8 and 9 does add up to 22. And 22 plus 22 is 44, plus 4 is 48, minus 3 is 45, so that works. Okay, so 1 and 2 can't be here. 5 is not here, this can't be 7, this is a 4, so this has to be a 1, 2, 8 triplet. 2 can't be here, 8 can't be here, therefore this is 1, 2, and 8. Right, 2 and 8 add up to 10, 1, 4, 5 add up to 10. That's 20, and 2, 6, and 7, 5 add up to 10. This must be 7. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so that's 4 and 1. 4 eliminates 4 here, it's 2 and 4. This 2 eliminates 2 here, it's 1 and 2. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's just 4, which makes this 2 and 3, which makes that 1, which makes this 3, which makes that a 1, which makes that 3 and 1. This 1 eliminates 1 here, it's 3 and 1. This 8 eliminates 8 here, it's 6 and 8. This must be a 5, this must be a 6, and this must be a 4. And that's a solution. Pretty straightforward, actually. Yeah, I mean, basically this break-in was very, kind of almost trivial, right? Because he tried anything 8 and below and it doesn't work. And then this was also kind of trivial because of the cages totals that we had, right? Yeah, I don't know. Seemed fine. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about it. It was seemed fairly straightforward in the approach. Not quite easy, but not completely challenging either. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.